Hi everybody, I'm Donna Brousseau. Now, eating healthy can sometimes get a little bit boring, especially if you cook with the same food all the time. So today we're going to explore something a lot of people don't cook with, and that's tofu. Here's a list of the ingredients that you'll need. Now, tofu is actually fermented soy milk. Today we're going to use extra firm. Now, a lot of people don't like the texture of tofu, so we're going to take our extra firm and we're going to change it. It's packed in liquid, so be careful when you take it out of its package. It's sold in your produce section of most grocery stores. I'm just going to take it out with our spoon, and we're going to let it drain onto a paper towel. Now, if you want it even more firm, I would take a plate, a couple of cans, weigh it down, and let more liquid come out. This is pretty good, so I'm just going to dab it off a little bit. Now, the beauty of tofu, it absorbs flavors like mad, especially marinades. Now, the easiest dish to make when you're using tofu is a stir fry, which is what we're going to make today. So I'm just going to cut this into some cubes. Now, tofu is super high in protein, and the firmer the tofu, the more protein it has. It also has great amount of iron and calcium. I'm just going to cut that up here. Now, since we're doing a stir fry, I'm going to keep the marinade in the Asian family. Now, for the marinade, I'm going to use some minced ginger and garlic. I'm going to use some sweet chili sauce. This is really great. It has a nice bite to it, but also a little bit of a sweetness to it. We're going to use some sesame oil. So instead of regular oil, we're using sesame because it gives it a nice little smell and taste. We're using low sodium soy. Now, soy can be really high in sodium, so we're going to make sure you get the low sodium kind. And for a little crunch, we're going to use some sesame seeds. Now, sesame seeds are really high in protein and calcium. So let's give this a little stir. Now, you'd want to marinate this for about 20 minutes, and tofu will just suck up those flavors. And we're going to just put it onto our sheet pan, and then we're just going to spread it out a little. Okay? And we're just going to pop this into the oven at about 400 for about a half an hour. Okay, now that our tofu is baking, we're just going to finish off our stir fry. So I've got a little bit more sesame oil and some garlic, and I'm just sauteing up some of our favorite veggies. You can use any kind. I'm using some snow peas, some mushrooms, some red peppers, broccoli, mushrooms, and some bean sprouts. Let's just give this a quick little stir, and we're going to make our sauce. Okay, so I just want a really light sauce, give it a little bit more flavor and kind of thicken it up a little bit. So we're going to use some rice wine vinegar. Again, some low sodium soy sauce, a little bit of water, some cornstarch to thicken it. Okay, give this a little whisk here, and then I'm going to put in some more red sweet chili sauce, and for a bite, some red pepper flakes. Use as many as you want, or you don't even have to use them. Okay, a little whisk, and I'm just going to put that in with my veggies. Turn up the heat just a little bit. In about 3 or 4 minutes, it'll be nice and thick. So while that's thickening, let's go check on our tofu. Okay, here's our tofu. It looks great. It should be nice and firm, but it'll be really soft inside, and that way you don't have that textural issue. So let's just put it off to the side. I've got some brown rice here, and I'm just going to put a big helping of our veggies on top. Got some of that nice sauce in there as well. Let's get some tofu here. Finish it off with a tiny bit of green onions and some sesame seeds. All right, so I'm just going to sprinkle a little on top. And there you have it, a delicious, easy dish to make with tofu. And remember, it's not about what we can't do, it's about what we can. For a copy of this tofu stir-fry recipe, log on to accenthealth.com/recipes or call 1-888-662-1246.